welcome back to Green Eyed Starlet. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Brandy Melana Walker and I'm working to live a life worth living through art, movement, and exploration. If you saw last week's video, then you know the theme for February is love in all of its forms. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the most important form of love, or kind of love, self-love, and 5 things that you can do to cultivate a loving relationship with yourself today. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then make sure you hit that like button and keep watching. Now, I find the topic of self-love really interesting to talk about because I think we can all agree that self-love has kind of become the answer to everything, and I'm not trying to downplay its importance, but more, I guess, examine the way that we talk about it. A lot of the times we get told that to live our best lives or to get unstuck from the current situation that we may be in, we just need to find self-love. And while this may be true, I think it's the dialogue specifically that hurts more than helps. Because it creates the stigma that self-love is just this switch that you have to flip at any point and then everything in life will be better. And that is not at all true. Self-love is just like any other relationship. It takes work and time, and it might not always be pretty, but it can be one of the most fulfilling parts of your life. So because self-love is not just some kind of switch that you can flip, I thought I would share with you 5 things that you can do today to start cultivating a loving relationship between yourself and yourself. The first thing is accepting yourself for who you are right here, right now. I want you to know that you do not have to prove that you are worthy of love. You do not have to prove you are worthy of anything. You are already enough and already worthy in this very moment, in your very state, in your very form. You are worthy of love. I need you to know that at your core. You may not always hear it in your mind, but I need you to know that at your core. And accepting yourself here and now means that we're not comparing ourselves to anybody else, especially not people on Instagram or people in magazines, because we all know those people are photoshopped. Even those people are like, that's not what I look like, you know? And so I want you to sit here and accept yourself in all of your beauty and all of your essence. That doesn't mean that we can't strive to become better, we can't strive to change, but we have to love ourselves and who we are right here, right now to start. The second thing to start cultivating a loving relationship with yourself is to start learning about yourself. Self-love, like I said, is just like any other relationship. And in other relationships, we start to learn about the other person. And that's how we grow to love them even more. So if you have to sit down and play 20 questions with yourself, that is completely fine. If something like journaling or meditation works for you, that is also a beautiful practice to start cultivating. But start learning about you. What do you like? What do you not like? What things do you want to start saying yes to? What things do you want to stop saying yes to? Really learning what your values are and your morals will help you grow to learn and love yourself even more, because you'll know more about yourself and more things to love about yourself. You have to really work at this. This is not something that happens overnight, like I said. Even if you just start asking yourself a few things each day, you know, start off small. What's my favorite color? You can go to, where do I feel the most happy? Or what do I want most in my life? Stuff like this. Learn who you are. Develop that relationship with yourself. Personal growth must be intentional. The number 3 thing you can start doing today to cultivate a loving relationship with yourself is self-care. Now, I know everybody talks about self-care. In any video you probably find on YouTube, someone is talking about self-care. I'm sure of it. Self-care is a huge, huge thing, okay? And I'm not always talking about the, I guess, industry or commercialization of self-care that we've created, because don't get me wrong, you know, getting your nails done, doing a face mask, doing a hair mask, doing a nice, you know, bath bomb, those are some insane, amazing self-care things. But there are also things like taking yourself out on a date or trying something new. Maybe you've wanted to try yoga all your life. Try yoga. Maybe you've wanted to, you know, get your scuba certification. Get your scuba certification. Taking time and doing something that is truly and totally for yourself is what self-care is. And that's going to be different for every single one of you. Of course, as a day-to-day thing or something that you can start today, think of something that makes you happy. Is it, you know, taking a walk in the park? Is it spending time with your pets or your kids or your family? You know, really just allow yourself to think of something that would make you truly happy in this moment. Like I said, if it is going to get your nails done, go get your nails done. Treat yourself, you know? If it's taking an extra long shower or maybe taking a bath tonight, do that. Take a moment and truly give yourself the time and the respect and be like, hey, I'm doing this for you, for us. You know what I mean? Self-care is vastly underrated, but vastly overrated, I guess? I don't know. Like, it's such an important thing. I think a lot of us, especially in that hustle culture, forget the importance of just chilling. You know, not having a to-do list that we are ticking off, you know, just being able to sit in our own bodies or, you know, take that time to just relax, you know, get a massage, you know, stuff like that. So I definitely recommend finding some kind of self-care routine or self-care aspect to add to your daily routine. The fourth thing you can do today to start cultivating a loving relationship with yourself is to start examining your self-talk. I think this is something that is widely talked about as well as self-care is self-talk. Self-talk plays a huge role in your self-love journey. The reason is, in a normal relationship, communication is key. I think we can all agree on that. Communication is one of the most important foundational elements of a relationship. So your self-talk is one of the foundational aspects of your relationship with yourself. Too often, I think we find ourselves in a negative self-talk habit, and I think that's part of our society, honestly, especially westernized culture. I think we've just kind of grown up thinking that's normal and thinking that's okay, and it's not. It really isn't. We should talk to ourselves the same way we want to talk to a significant other or a friend or a family member. We should never talk to ourselves as if we are the enemy, you know, as if we think lesser of ourselves. Self-talk is uber important. And you know, it's not going to change overnight. This is something that you have to look at daily, and it's going to help you. I mean, you're going to feel those negative self-talk aspects creeping in, and that's okay. But what I want you to do is try to look yourself in the mirror and really reevaluate, what am I saying to myself and how can I twist this to be more positive? I'm not saying the negative self-talk has to stop immediately. It's probably not going to be able to. You're just not going to be able to cut it cold turkey. If you can, that is amazing, and I need your tips because I even struggle with it still, and I've been working at this for a while. But you really have to sit there and redirect your thoughts. You have to think about something and be like, nope, I'm not going to allow that to affect me or be my truth. So I'm going to change this to a positive thing. And then hopefully, like a muscle, as you keep, you know, going back to those positive thoughts rather than those negative thoughts, that muscle in your brain, if we will, is going to start being like, oh yeah, no, we're going to react positively to all of these situations. Positively. Not negatively. Positively. And that's going to really help you cultivate that loving relationship with yourself. The fifth thing that you can do today to start cultivating a loving relationship with yourself is to drink more water. This is a personal thing, and I guess a lot of people probably talk about this. I'm sure it's not anything, you know, that's vastly outside of the realm of what everybody else is talking about. But yes, water. I really want to make 5: water, sleep, and exercise, because these are all very important things and all things that we do daily. And all things that, in my opinion, will help you get to a better place of self-love in your life. Personally, if you can only do one of those 3 things, start with water. Please, like, right this second, pause the video if you have to, go get a nice glass of water, you know? Not a tea, not a coffee, not an energy drink, no, a nice glass of water, because we don't drink enough water. No one drinks enough water, and I don't know what enough water is truly, because they change it all the time, but whenever you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So you need to be constantly, you know, giving yourself water, just like a plant, you know, you need water to flourish. If you can only add 2 things out of this, then try to get more sleep. Again, everybody's going to be different here, and every study in the world is different at this point of how much sleep we should get. But you should definitely be getting between, you know, 6 to 9 hours of sleep every night, depending on who you are and what your life is like. For me, about 7 to 8 hours is perfect for me. I don't always get 7 to 8 hours, but it's nice when I do. it is very nice when I do. And I feel myself feeling better. And when you feel better, it's easier to do the positive self-talk. It's easier to, you know, get up out of bed and take yourself on a walk or do something fun for yourself because you're just in a better mood, honestly. And exercise, that might be part of your self-care routine, but exercise is always going to make you feel better. The endorphins, the serotonin, all of that stuff is going to lead you to just feeling better. And like I said, when you feel better, a lot of these things will come easier to you. You'll have more patience, you'll feel more rested. All of these things just add up to making it a little bit easier for us to develop that relationship with ourselves. Because I know it's not easy. At the end of the day, it is so hard. The person that we spend the most time with out of our entire lives, the person we spend the most time with is sometimes the person that we just don't want to be around, the person we can't stand the most, the person that just makes us so mad. And it's ourselves, and that's like so sad, you know what I mean? And I want us all to be able to look ourselves in the mirror and be like, I love you. I truly 100% love you. Thank you for everything you've ever done for me. Thank you for everything you will ever do for me. Like, thank you so much for allowing me to be you. You know what I mean? I think I'm getting real philosophical here, or I don't know what, but I'm kind of here for it. I hope you are too. But yeah, that's it. That's my 5 ways to start today to cultivate a loving relationship with yourself. Some of them may seem a little harder than others, but they're all things that, again, you can do today. You can start right here, right now. You don't have to wait till tomorrow. You don't have to wait for Monday. You don't have to wait for a new month. You can start today. Be free, try things, make mistakes. Being there for yourself and, you know, cultivating this love for yourself is not selfish at all. It allows you to just cultivate this love for you, the world, and everybody around you. You can't truly love someone until you love yourself, and I fully 100% believe that. I mean, hell, that's like 90% of the reason most people break up, especially on YouTube, I feel like, is we discover that we just have lost ourselves and we don't love ourselves anymore, and we have to work on that. That is an important aspect of not only our relationship with ourselves, but our relationships with other people. Okay, my little stars, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're not already. I post videos every Saturday, and you do not want to miss out on a single one. Next week, we are diving in to the next form of love, and that is going to be friendships. So make sure that you come back and check out that video next Saturday. And if you want a little bit more self-love, I know I don't have too much of self-love content on my channel, so if you want a little more, you got a taste from this video and you want a little more, I highly suggest checking out Lavender, Kaylin Nicholson, and Michelle B. I will link their channels down below. They have a lot of stuff that you might find interesting on self-love and stuff, especially Lavender. I love Eileen's stuff so much, and so you should definitely check out her stuff. And please leave me a comment down below letting me know if there are any specific ways that you practice self-love. I would love to hear what you guys do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, whatever it may be. Some suggestions that I can take, some suggestions that each other can take. We really just want to help each other out down in the comments down below, so I'd love to see you there. And as always, I love you guys so, so, so incredibly much. I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I will see you next Saturday with a brand new video.